Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is a weekend, so we're going to do the whole doggone thing. Saturday, May the 13th, National Dog Moms Day, National Crouton Day, National Archery Day, National Train Day, Miniature Golf Day, National Babysitters Day, Cornelia de Lange Syndrome Awareness Day, Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive Day, National Fruit Cocktail Day, National Apple Pie Day, and National Frog Jumping Day. Sunday, National Decency Day, Mother's Day, National Birth Mother's Day, National Buttermilk Biscuit Day, National Underground America Day, and National Dance Like a Chicken Day.
Chicken
Can
Day.
do any of that? Happy Mother's Day this weekend, by the way, Heidi.
Thank you very much.
Speaking of that, I've got not one, but two mothers who are going to join us on the program today. They're both comedians, and they've got a new program they're doing together, and they're kind of unveiling it this Mother's Day weekend. So Kaela and Selina, we're going to be chatting with them coming up in just a bit.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. If you're feeling stressed out, hang in there. It gets better as you get older. Huh? It does? Perhaps the 20s should be the best years of your life, according to a new study. It's actually the most stressful decade, though, for many people.
Really?
The National Study of Daily Experiences found that a 20-year study, over time, adults experience an 11% reduction in the occurrence of stressor days, and young adults participant under the age of 30 experienced a much steeper reduction, 47% in their levels of stress over time. Researchers say the study shows that not only does life get less stressful as we advance through adulthood, for most people it becomes easier to handle stressful situations. I would agree with that. There are things that happen to us today.
it gets easier to handle. Yes,
where
for
we
sure.
literally don't even flinch.
Where we're like, oh, that's it? That's all you got?
Two of us sitting there, our lawnmower's on fire, and we're like, so should we put that out
Yes,
or what?
That is the truth.
Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know a New Orleans high school senior is believed to have broken a record by receiving more than $9 million in scholarship offers? Yeah.
Oh.
Dennis Barnes, a senior at International High School, received an acceptance letter from 125 different colleges and universities after applying to 200. Barnes is hoping to total $10 million in scholarship offers by the end of the month. The student, who is a cumulative grade point average of 4.98. I thought 4.0 was the best you could have.
Apparently not.
2.0 was the best I could have. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, he said he plans to pursue a dual undergraduate degree in computer sciences and criminal justice. He'll announce his college decision on Tuesday. Okay, I got this a while ago. I bet he's probably announced that by now.
That's crazy talk.
I got to say this. Congratulations.
Holy cow, yeah,
Dennis,
absolutely.
You did an amazing job. And wherever you choose to go, they're going to be very, 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 very good to have you. I think that's a neat thing. All right, we don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Reality TV's all-stars are facing off to see who is the greatest of all time, the GOAT from Amazon Freebie. There's a bunch of different people who are a part of this. I'm not a big reality TV star guy, so I don't know who most of them are. But it is hosted by Daniel Tosh from Tosh.0.
I wonder if jury duty is considered eligible for this particular thing.
I don't know. That's brand new, so I doubt they would be on this. But we did really, really like that.
Oh, my gosh, that was a good show.
Hang in there for some nail-biting news. Sylvester Stallone going to reprise his role in the new Cliffhanger movie. Yeah, there's a new version of Cliffhanger.
Really?
Yeah. Dancing with the Stars returning to ABC. Fans are freaking out over the surprising news, so that's good. And former NFL quarterback Peyton Manning is the executive producer of a comedy about sports gambling. So it's called What Are the Odds? I've got more details on all 4 of those stories in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. This is very bizarre. There's an app that lets you rate prostitutes. What? What in the world? That's illegal, isn't it? So wouldn't the people rate?
Not everywhere, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I suppose, yeah. If it's not illegal, where you, I don't know. I saw that. I thought that was like the weirdest thing I'd seen this weekend. Hey, since its launch late last year, ChatGPT has been used to generate student essays, write wedding vows, and even compose rousing sermons. Now, a Japanese city has revealed plans to use the AI chatbot to help run the government. Yeah. Yokosuka City announced that they'll be using ChatGPT to help with administrative tasks. I hope I said the name of that city right. If I didn't, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just not smart. A news release, no doubt written by AI, said all employees will be authorized to use the chatbot to summarize sentences, check spelling errors, and create ideas. The move was made in part as a response to the country's dwindling population. The release says that with ChatGPT handling administrative tasks, staff can focus on work that can only be done by people, pushing forward an approach that brings happiness for our citizens, end quote.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
I think that's great.
And are you ready for really persuasive AI-generated spam emails?
Oh, man.
Because they're coming. Assistant professor from computer science and director of AMHR Lab at the University of Southern Florida. Holy cow, just his title made me winded. He says the AI could allow spammers to target you individually and make their message specifically persuasive to you individually.
I don't like any
based
of
on
this.
easily accessible information about you specifically.
Yeah.
Like things on your social media page. He believes that both spammers and legit marketers will benefit from being able to predict more about an individual, quickly learning about your political leanings, marital status, and life priorities. Also means spammers might find it easier to sneak past the email filter, and they'll get right to you with the words that you've been waiting to hear. And then you'll open it and you'll
I don't like
go,
any of this.
I'm not ready for any of this either. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to have a couple of very funny ladies joining us, and it's Mother's Day weekend, and we've got a really cool comedy event that was filmed a while ago, but it's out for us to see now. Two moms, one mic, Kaela Crawford, Selina Ringel. We'll start with Kaela. First of all, Kaela, how long have you been doing stand-up comedy? And then we'll talk about how you and Selina kind of hooked up and got to know each other.
I've been doing stand-up for a little over 10 years.
And how did the two of you meet?
So about 15 years ago, Selina dated my husband, but not when I was dating him. And then about 5 years later, I started dating him. And then I was doing a comedy show. My husband looked at the flyer and he was like, "Oh, I used to date that girl." And I was like, "Oh my God, that's awesome." So then I went to the Comedy Store and I met Selina, and I kind of was just like, "Hey, you dated my husband. Was he nice to you?" And she said yes. And the rest is history.
Nice. Selina, that's got to be kind of an interesting way to meet somebody. And how long have you been doing comedy, Selina?
So I've been doing comedy for, I'd say, around like 5-6 years. But yeah, I was actually watching Kaela in a bunch of shows, and I thought she was really good, and I wanted to talk to her, but I felt really awkward about it because I thought she might not like me. And then she was totally fine, and then we actually became friends.
I love that. And I like how you say she used to date my husband, but it's before he was your husband, so it's not like at the same time. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be such good friends.
No, true. And I have my own husband now, so.
Nice. Now, let's talk about this comedy special. We'll go back with Kaela. When did you film this, and where did you film this comedy special?
So we filmed at the end of September 2022. We filmed at the Virgil in Los Angeles.
And Selina, where can I go? It's coming out this weekend. Where can I go to see the comedy special?
So you have two options. One is you can see it on YouTube because we're doing a special pre-release. So it'll be available on YouTube for everybody to watch. Two moms, one mic. And then you can also see it on Sunday on Amazon Prime Video.
So if I just log into Amazon Prime, I can watch it starting on Mother's Day?
Yeah. But if you want to watch it for free, you can watch it on YouTube.
Oh, nice. Very, very cool. So you can either see it on Amazon Prime or you can catch it on YouTube. And I'll throw a link to both of those. I've also got a link to the trailer so you can see that. And we'll go back to Kaela now. In this comedy special, you're talking a lot about being moms. So it's very fitting that it's coming out on Mother's Day. How many kids do you have? And you have quite a few jokes about the kids or just about being a mom?
Yeah, we have just about the kids. My daughter is like 1.5 years old, and she was 9 months at the time when I did the special.
Nice. And how about you, Selina? How many kiddos do you have?
I have one son, and he is about to be 3 in August.
I love that. Now, in addition to being comedians, I see both of you do some acting as well. When I was doing some super snooping, I see some movie, TV things in the background for both of you. So is that something, have you guys worked together on a project doing movies or TV programs?
No, but I would love that. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, exactly. Same here.
So maybe there could be something that comes from this Two Moms, One Mic special where it turns into a sitcom or a movie or something fun. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it, Kaela?
Yeah, we've been talking about that, actually.
Well, I appreciate you guys taking some time to chat with us. If people would like to see you live, are you out doing a comedy tour as well? Is that something that there's a schedule somewhere online that we could find?
Yeah, so we haven't created the tour yet, but the idea is that we might go on tour and do 6 moms, one mic. So there will be 6 female mom comics. We'll be taking it across the U.S., hopefully later this year.
Very, very nice. Kaela, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And Selina, thank you so much for your time as well. We appreciate you guys doing this.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. Again, Kaela, Crawford, and Selina Ringel, and they are Two Moms, One Mic comedy special, and you can catch them on YouTube or on Amazon Prime. I'm going to throw a link to all of that to make it easy to find in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A blind chameleon still adjusts to the colors of its environment.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know how that
I wonder
works.
if they can feel colors.
They must. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Twins are more common now than ever before.
Really?
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A well-thrown curveball can dive as much as 17 inches as it approaches the batter. Wow.
Interesting.
Pretty cool. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In order to overcome gravity and hurl us all into space, Earth would have to spin 800 times faster than it does. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Another fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Only a quarter of the Sahara Desert is sandy. The rest of it is not sandy. It's a desert, but not sandy. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Over the last 150 years, the average height of people in the industrialized nations of the world has increased by 4 inches, or 10 centimeters. So we've all gotten a little bit taller. Wow.
Okay.
Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. A survey of divorced people found this was the number one thing that annoyed them about their ex. What was it?
Oh, gosh. I have no idea.
I'm in trouble. Selective hearing.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? Huh?
Yeah, my husband has that.
I'm her husband. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Heading to the Philippines for this story, where a man who was fed up with people teasing him about his bad haircut, he went back to the barber who gave him the bad haircut. And guess what he did?
Uh-oh.
Stabbed him.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. He said he was especially enraged because this was the second time he was given a bad haircut.
Oh,
so
well, why would you keep going to the same guy?
Here's the thing. It doesn't say if he was given the same haircut or the haircut by the same guy. So I don't know if he stabbed the other guy too. I don't know. Or if it's the same guy and he went back to him again. Have you ever had a bad haircut where you got done, you're like, oh.
Yes, I have.
So I have. It's been a while. I had one not too long ago. We were on vacation.
But I did not stab anybody.
No, me neither. We were on vacation. I went like 3 different times when we're on a trip somewhere. I'll get my hair cut.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
I should quit doing that.
Yeah.
Instead of going, having the home field advantage. Anyway, I got a haircut. When I walked out, I'm like, I don't like it, but there's not much we can do. Let's go buy a hat. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A New York City dentist revealed what he calls the 4 big mistakes people make that are ruining their teeth. Dr. Jerry Carolta, the founder of Rejuvenation Dentistry, says you should avoid these at all costs, Heidi. Number 1, mouthwash. Uh-oh.
Really?
He calls it a man-made creation by the consumer products industry. He says don't use it. If you use it too much, you're going to have all kinds of stains and from the dyes, and your mouth can get stuff going on. Anyway, next one, root canals. So this treatment involves removing bacteria and decay from the tooth, disinfecting the area, filling the roots, and sealing up to prevent further decay. He says it's the only procedure we do where we keep human dead tissue inside of you. He's like, don't do that. Another one.
What are you supposed to do instead?
I don't know. I'm not a dentist. Charcoal toothpaste. He says, don't do that. And then the last thing on here, I'll let you read all the details. Metal fillings. He's like, don't do metal fillings. He's telling you to do other fillings. If you want all the details, because Heidi's asking and I don't know, the good news is I have it all in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Now your quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote today is from Dennis Waitley, who says, a failure is like fertilizer. It stinks to be sure, but it makes things grow faster in the future. You know what? I agree with that.
Yeah.
I call it failing forward. I read a book called that one time.
Yes,
it's called
you
Failing
did.
Forward. And then after that, I was using little buzzwords from the book, and Heidi was like, would you stop reading books? I'm like, oh, good. And then she handed me a smartphone, and I've never read a book again. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Love this headline. It makes them feel good about themselves. Kansas man mows lawns for free. So we've talked about this. A man in Kansas using his lawnmower business to do some good in the community. When he sees a lawn that's in bad shape, he'll knock on the homeowner's door and offer to take care of the lawn for free.
I love this.
I do too. Spencer has owned a lawn care company in Wichita, Kansas for 11 years now. His team maintains about 40 properties a week. About a year and a half ago, Spencer saw a few videos of lawn care professionals mowing lawns for free. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
It's really cool. There are people doing this. They started this a couple years ago. He said, that's pretty cool. I thought, maybe I could start a YouTube channel and do this maybe once a week. He began knocking on doors of homes whose yards were in desperate need of lawn care and filming the work using a camera on a tripod. Today, his mowing company has over 1 million followers on YouTube. How cool is that? It's called SB Mowing, by the way, if you're looking for it. In one video, he knocks on a door of Mark Edens, a veteran who served 9 years in the Army. He said, I get thousands of comments from people saying, hey, how can we donate to this man? We'd love to help a veteran out. After finishing his lawn, Spencer returned to surprise Mark with $10,000 in cash.
Holy cow.
Yeah, how cool is that?
That's amazing.
This just went from a neat story to a really neat story. Spencer says he's able to take care of several lawns a week for free, although some of the more difficult jobs take a couple of days to complete. He says, I'll be there from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and some take several days to finish. The number one thing people tell me when I get finished is, oh my gosh, it doesn't even look like my house anymore.
Wow.
He said it makes them feel good about themselves and where they live. How great is that? Guess what? I've got a link to the video, and I've got a link to this story and all this stuff here in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show.